back. And it's back with Derby County. And we are nearing the end. 10 games to go. Plus a cup run, potentially. But we're currently top of the championship with an 8-point gap back to Brentford. Can we see this out? We're starting with a home game against a very much struggling Cardiff team. But we have a few injuries of our own. They have a few, we have a few. We're kind of trading off on the injury front. But we're going to stick with the 4-4-2. It did as well last time with a 3-0 win over Barnsley. So Osborne's still out, Osborne's still out. Brown's a yellow card away, and Dionku's injured, so the fullback role going well as ever. And throw Sibley into the midfield. And then we kind of have a question mark, because we have 3 midfielders on the bench, but only Gilby really available other than that. We still have Itten. I guess Itten comes onto the bench for buyers. Didn't think I'd be seeing Itten back on a bench, but there we go. Hopefully the 4-4-2 doesn't let us down. We went away from it a while ago after a run of 5 without a win. We've turned back to it after a couple of just very uncreative games. One against West Ham, one against Hull. Both we lost. So we tried to use the 4-4-2 to get a bit more creativity and a bit more attacking flow to our game. And we're hoping that that can see us over the line. We may well turn back to the 4-2-3-1, just depending on what happens during this. We have players on the bench to turn to it if we need it. It could be an early chance here for us. Sibley ball in, well cleared by Courtney House, and Cardiff have a counter. Kiefer Moore still going. We somehow... Ayu's played well, that was nearly a ball and a half. We've kind of trapped ourselves in the corner here, but we're okay, we're out. And that was actually... The highlight was the pass back. I did wonder if that was going to be the highlight. Reece Burke across well to cover the Kiefer Moore header. And we can try and push forward again. O'Dowd cutting in. Using Hugill. He's got the run on the outside of Sabah. Penalty? Oh, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that's a penalty. And it's not going to let me select the penalty taker, unfortunately. I think it's giving it to Hugill. No, he's giving it to Louis Barry. He's missed already. Posting in. Oh, he missed one in the last stream. I say he missed. The keeper saved it. But I was slightly nervy about that one. Post and in. So we will take it. 1-0. Can we encourage? Will they? Nope, they did not like encouragement. Another game where we are preventing the other team from having any shots. Here we go with Cardiff's potentially first shot of the game. Unfortunately, Tekla Rudd falls on it. It was Courtney House around the back. That was a reasonable chance right there. I think it was a good job it was actually on his foot rather than his head. As West Ham take the lead against Bristol City. That's fine, so long as we can keep the lead here. That's headed away by Courtney House is basically doing everything for Cardiff. He seems to be their only player. O'Dowd with an awful pass. And we're trying to give Cardiff chances late in this half. Sibley with a good tackle. Knight's going to have to go and retrieve it. But that's why I wanted Sibley box to box, because he can tackle. As much as tackling isn't really his forte, he can do it. Barry's in. He's being chased down, though. Oh, what a finish. That's a super finish from Louis Barry. 2-0 right on half-time. That is very much helpful. And if Louis Barry wants to get back into some form, this is the perfect time for it. Though Dowder has now gone and hurt himself. What is it with us and left midfielders just constantly being injured? Oh, hello. Hey, Box to Box Ben, thank you so much for the raid, man. Hey, hello everyone. Thank you so much. Massive appreciation, man. Thank you so much. Thanks, Ben, for the follow as well. Welcome, welcome all. As we just hack one clear, and they've apparently left no one at the back. I'm doing well, man. Thank you. How are you doing? This is indeed a Leicester shirt. It's the maroon third kit. I think it's the third kit this year. I am indeed a Leicester fan, if that clears that one up. I'm a Leicester fan managing Derby. Ignore it. This wasn't technically my choice. Cardiff. Well, currently we're beating them, so it's all good. Although they might have a chance here. I may be speaking too early. Also, if we've got any Swansea fans, that is Jordan Ayew playing for Cardiff. He's gone a bit Judas, apparently. He's just decided to go a bit off the rails and play for Cardiff. I'm not sure why. Up the roads. That's where Finn is from. Ah. Solves that one then. That's where we were going there. Good ball in. I'm going to make a question. Archie Brown, you are 6'5". How is Jordan Ayew beating you in the air? Save's going really well. Long story short, started at Cheltenham. Got them promoted to League One. Then kept them in League One. And then got offered the Derby job. And in our first season as Derby manager, with 10 games to go, we are top of the Championship. We are on our way, potentially, to the Prem. We hope. Not from Cardiff, from Newport. They just like to wind me up. Oh, thank you very much, Badgie, as well, for the follow. Yeah, I mean, this is the first save that's gone well for me in a very long time on Football Manager. It's also the first one I decided to actually stream. So I chose a very, very good one. If we can see this out, we have 9 games to go, plus an FA Cup run, because we're in the last 16 of the FA Cup, taking on West Ham. How's the streaming? Streaming's good so far. You can probably tell it's a pretty basic setup. Like, I'm literally laptop, webcam. That's it. But streaming's been really fun so far. What other ones have you tried? First save I had on... Well, this is only my second FM21 save. My first one was... I started at... Oh, who did I start? Boreham Wood, I think it was, in the National League. And I made the playoffs and missed out. And then had a terrible second season, got sacked, went to Sutton United, did terribly, left, and went to somewhere in Scotland and started horribly. So I ended up leaving that save. Didn't play FM for a while, and then came back and decided I would start streaming. So I thought this would probably be my most knowledgeable and best game to stream. Doesn't matter much about so soon, it'll be fine. Hey, thank you very much, man. That's what I'm going for. Like, as amazing as I'd like this to go, obviously, like, if I could make this a thing, perfect. But for now, it's like, I just want to be able to stream, show what I'm doing. I'd also be playing this game anyway. So it's a point of, if I'm going to be sat here playing this game, I might as well put it out there. I just got the Cardiff manager sacked. Whoops. Sorry, Dave. Oops. He deserved it. I mean, they are 21st, so yes, exactly what I was saying. Yeah, and also out of this as well, I like the community side of it, like getting people together and having people in a group. The one, like football, obviously helps. If I'm going to play, I may as well play on stream. Exactly, yeah. That's what he gets for managing Cardiff. I mean, both Cardiff and Swansea are doing absolutely terribly this season. Wales is having a shocking time. In fact, Swansea have been shocking for a while now. And we have them next league game. So we can pile more misery on them as well. But yeah, it's been really good. I mean, I've been streaming for about 5 weeks altogether. Check Newport Cafe. I will do once this is. I actually went to them. I thought I should probably check Newport. I think they made it to League One, and then I think they went back down again. I'm not 100% sure on that though. I will check that out. Let's have a look. Newport. Oh, they're back in League One. Well, they've spent 2 seasons in League One. But I think they're about to... Oh, yeah, they are about to disappear back to League 2. They are having a bit of a nightmare season. Two good seasons, and then a really bad one. Gross as well, where you get comfortable with it. We also have things as well. Yeah, so I'm sticking with FM. On Sundays, I actually stream a game called Crusader Kings 3. Had an absolute shocker though yesterday where I completely forgot to actually put my audio on and went 15 minutes talking to absolutely no one until somebody came into the stream and said, your audio's off. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Finn, I actually forgot to say thanks for the follow as well. GLaDOS Livy as well. Thank you very much. My goodness me. What a start we've had. So that's what Ben would do. Yeah. It's the first time I've actually done that one. So I'm quite proud of myself that I got about 4 or 5 weeks in and actually hadn't made that mistake yet. So I'm pretty pleased with myself that it took that long. But FA Cup run. Oh, Carabao Cup final. Everton knocked me out of the League Cup, and they've made the final. So, just saying, we're a good omen for whoever beats us. Come on, Everton. But, I've kind of felt like I should address the Leicester fan managing Derby situation. If you're not too aware of kind of the East Midlands, Leicester, Nottingham Forest and Derby are rivals. Derby and Forest are the biggest rivalry because they have the Brian Clough connection. And if this youth player gets injured one more time, I'm going to deck him. Promising striker, so much potential, just come back from a broken leg and now he's got shin splints. Jelani, man. Come on. Please stop. As my under-23s failed miserably. That is Joe Hart. I was recording a segment of something the other week. Went to switch record off after an hour and realised I'd never started it. Oof. The explanation behind Derby. So I was in second season with Cheltenham. Everton win the League Cup. Well done, Everton. We got a hand in that. They knocked us out in the 4th round. We have a hand in that one. I was at Cheltenham, second season with them, and I was actually coming towards the end of my contract at Cheltenham. And I wasn't being given a new one, which was strange, because I was meeting everything they were asking for. And I felt like it was a team that I could keep in League One but it would be really difficult to get up to the Championship. And when you've sort of got a stream save, I feel like you don't want to get stuck. And if I'd have been stuck in League One for that long, I know some people would have been like, oh, you go for the journey, you know, you could pull off that one season where you get a great season, great bunch of players, and you can push on. And I was getting a lot of interest from Championship teams, and I went through a few interviews and stuff, and they never quite worked. And then I actually applied. Well, I say I applied. I was asked about the Swansea job. And I said I was interested. And the Cheltenham board almost sacked me. And so I said, oh, I won't do it again. I won't do it. Don't hurt me. So they let me off, let me stay on. But they also still didn't give me a new contract. And in the end, Derby decided to offer me an interview, did the interview, didn't get sacked by Cheltenham, and decided to take them over at the end of the previous season. So I finished the season with Cheltenham and came on to Derby because I feel like it is a team that you can take into the Premier League. Going with Derby to the Prem is much easier than going from Cheltenham to the Prem. So I kind of try and play it realistically. So I'm not here like going through every wonder kid, getting every wonder kid player from Argentina and all these other areas. I try and keep it more realistic. So if I'm the manager of Cheltenham, even as a personal Leicester fan, I'm still going to see the Derby job and I'm going to say, I would quite like that actually. So that was kind of the process behind it. I put my allegiances to the side for money, I guess. In a way, it would also be for money. I'm getting paid a lot more here than I was at Cheltenham. Makes sense. Yeah, as bad as it is, it's kind of like, I'm trying to think of another area that would be similar. It's not as bad as doing like Manchester United to Manchester City or Spurs to Arsenal. It's not as bad as that. But it's not good. I wouldn't be popular in Derby. Let's put it that way. I would not be a popular face. Although I think I would have turned them around if I was top of the Championship with 9 games to go. I think they wouldn't quite hate me as much then. I would like to think they wouldn't. But you can see here, look at Archie Brown. This is my left back, who's got the second highest average rating in the entire Championship. He's a 6'5" fullback. He's also a winger as well. But he's from the Derby Academy, has come through here without me managing him. He's come through. And has sort of just turned into a really ridiculous player. I do like having tall fullbacks as well, because I feel like a lot of goals happen in this game from crosses to the back post where the winger just gets up and heads it. Like even that game against Cardiff then. I think I said did I say Jordan Ayew earlier? If I said Jordan Ayew, I meant Andre Ayew. Like Andre Ayew beating my 6'5" fullback to a header is a little bit suspicious. But we'll ignore it. I go need Joyce, I'll be back in. Hey, thanks, man. Wow, I can't thank you enough, really. It's amazing that you brought people across, so thank you so much. Should we make another mistake? Everyone makes mistakes. That's what we all say until someone in this game makes a mistake and then you drop them. And yes, I do actually do press conferences because I apparently don't like myself. I don't know. I don't know how many people actually do press conferences anymore, because they are just pretty much the same questions every time. As Ben Osborne's back from fractured ribs, he's made a bit of a Judas jump because he was formerly of Nottingham Forest. And I think he went to Sheffield United, and now he's at Derby. So he kept an in between. He kept a Judas in between. Quick water break. Something else I always realise. I always forget to refill my water bottle before I start streaming. And I know I'm going to be talking for like 2.5 hours. But I just forget to do it. I do press just now. Just quick left. It's all good. How many players? Oh, just 3. My goalkeeper keeps getting in, and I swear he doesn't actually do much. He made like 1 save in that last game. We're ignoring you. You've got another year, so you can... He's just come back! He's literally been back from fractured ribs for a day. Now he's gone and damaged his kneecap. Ben, what are you doing, my guy? What are you doing? Goodness me. I bought in O'Dowda at the beginning of the season. I kind of did a little bit of a swap with Bristol City. I swapped Tom Lawrence for Callum O'Dowda, in that I actually sold Tom Lawrence for about 3 million and got Callum O'Dowda on a free. He's played a lot more football than I ever planned for him to play because of Osborne's injuries and the fact that there was one point I brought O'Dowda on, he scored, I gave him a start, he scored, and he had one really good run. He's not found anywhere near that form since, but he had one good run. And now I get to throw out. I've tried both 4-4-2 and 4-2-3-1 against West Ham because they are in the Championship this season. And I've lost both times. And now I have to play them in the last 16 of the FA Cup. I can't get away from them. Although the game that actually happened in the 4th round was West Ham Swansea. So I could have been playing Swansea twice in 4 days. Twice in 3 days. 4, 3, that kind of number. But instead, I get to be annoyed at West Ham again because they just are really, really difficult to break down and have some really talented players still. They've still got Ben Rama. They've got an attacking midfielder who is like near Wonderkid level because they put this team together and then got relegated. But we're outdoing them in the league, just. So John Alexander can't play because he's on loan from West Ham. Fortunately, Codeman's back in training. I forgot Dad was out. Ooh, we have a problem. Okay. I'm low on wingers right now. So Saba is going to have to go inverted. And Codeman gets a start. And I guess I throw Byers on the bench because I'm actually out of wingers right now. Well, Buchanan could do 45 minutes and I let Brown go further forward. Put Buchanan on the bench. That could be a thought process. I don't particularly love Lee Buchanan. He's okay. Kelleher gets this game. Dionku's slowly coming back. Dionku is my favourite player, I think. For being a right back, he's literally my favourite player, and I love him. He's so good. We've got to go for this, really. Once you make the 5th round of the FA Cup, and you've been given another Championship team as opposition, you have to go for it. It's what we're going to do. Andrada is a very good goalkeeper. He's very tough to beat. From Boca Juniors in real life. Did like that last time. Last time we played them was a 1-0 defeat. Chris Mepham scoring from a corner. You tap back to how we're going. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks so much, Badgie. It's good to see you around. Have a good day. Hope work treats you well. As Avando treats me horribly and just proceeds to run through my whole team. Uh-oh, Benrahma. Fortunately, he didn't swear it. Not a good start. They've still got Kufal. Riedewald I hadn't seen before. A centre mid pairing of Declan Rice and Hamza Chowdhury is disgusting. That young attacking midfielder is actually not playing. It's Pablo Fornals. So they made a few little changes. But I think they've somehow actually got stronger. Louis Barry's got Archie Brown. Hugo's got height, but Mepham is too big. Go on, Codenan. Show him up. Deflection off to Leo Connor. Pull back. And Max Bird has his first goal. That's not a bad time to get your first goal of the season. It's not his first goal for the club, but it is his first goal under me. That's awesome. Go on, Max Bird. This is my first time taking the lead against West Ham. We've never even led against them in a game, let alone beaten them. And I also believe there are no replays from now. This is just extra time? I assume there's going to be extra time if it's a draw. As Leo Connor takes a knock. Goodness me, we are eating injuries right now. Late on in the season, and we are just eating injuries. It's going alright so far. We're hanging on. West Ham are making chances, but we took ours. Although, late in the half, bit of pressure on the ball here. Covenan, no, you're not going to... No, it's Hugo who's going to make the pressure instead. And we didn't do enough there. Pedro, if you want to try and run and shoot, he's not going to shoot. That's not good. Kufal. Chowdhury. Rice. I think Kelleher tipped that onto the bar. He did. Big save, Kelleher. I've mentioned this before. If anyone is Irish and knows how to pronounce Kelleher's first name, please do let me know, because I have absolutely no idea. Oof, Fornell's flooring Saba. There's also Saba's last name. If anyone speaks Georgian, or whatever language is officially the language of Georgia, please do let me know how to pronounce that, because I have not got a clue. I don't really want to leave Leo Connor on. That's a terrible throw. Knight in well, though. Bird's got Codenan. That's a terrible pass from Codenan, and Knight did brilliantly. Codenan ball forward is off the mark again, but we're still okay. Looks like they are pressing a bit more. Just from our first attack that we got the goal compared to this one, looks like they are trying to bring some more pressure. We're dealing with it so far, but we need to get it out wide again, and we're not doing that. O'Connor keeps pushing inside, which is just the wrong way. And that's what happens. He needed to turn to the outside where Covenan was. Avando, crossbar again. Kelleher just keeps using his crossbar right now. I have actually no explanation right now. What is it with left midfield? Stop! Stop injuring my left mids, please. I haven't got any left. I guess Buchanan's going to come on at left back. Brown's going to push on to left midfield. We are almost entirely out midfielders. Bird with a corner. Can we get ahead to this? No, but it's back to Bird. Back in Hugill. Codenan. Barry. Hugill. That could be a massive goal and a huge slice of luck. I was about to bring Leo Connor off as well. And now Saba's gone down hurt. Story can come on. I think we're going to have to do it, to be honest. We're just getting so many injuries right now. Story's going to go to right back, and we're going to make him defensive rather than He can't really play there. I think Josh Knight can actually play right back. He can. We had to do this a couple of... I think it was last stream, actually. When Dionku got injured, we had to push Knight out to right back. He can play there, which is useful. Burt can play there as well. How long can we keep this 2-goal lead? Riedewald, I think that he was throwing it back to us. I think that was just a natural throw back. Buchanan has ignored the short passing instructions and just given them the ball back. This is why I don't like Buchanan. Well, not I don't like him. I don't think he suits our style. He's also been completely overlapped by Kufau. Story's header wasn't brilliant. Doesn't get there that time, but Kelleher is having an absolutely brilliant game. But the highlight isn't over. He's looked for Brown and found him. Barry's got it. Hugill can have a go here. And it's 3! This is miraculous! What a finish from Jordan Hugill. And that's where Archie Brown at left mid is going to help, because he can win headers. Kelleher has been absolutely brilliant. They've brought Hilaire on up front. Soon Bell is on as well. And Palacios is on, but he's in midfield. Now Archie Brown's got injured. Are you actually joking? What is happening? We'll bring Sorensen on. Why not? Although it's a West Ham corner. If they score here, they don't. Diop heads over, fortunately. We've had a little bit of trouble dealing with set pieces, but surely we can see this out. We'll send less people forward now. I'm very worried about the injuries, though. Because we have another game in 3 days against Swansea, and we may not have a right back or a left mid available for that game. Knight taking a throw-in. I'm not sure why that's happened. Oh, wait, no, because he's playing right back. That's why. I forgot he'd moved to right back. Missed challenge. Story makes a challenge, and he gets away with it. Great tackle by Jordan Story. I love that we have 3 really capable centre-backs. The Jordan Story signing was so cheap as well. It was about 400,000, and he's actually been really good. And that's wide. That should see us through. An FA Cup run actually almost might be a hindrance. Like, as good as it is, as amazing it is to make an FA Cup run to the quarterfinals, it's actually almost a hindrance in that it is flooring our players for when we have to play in the league. The amount of injuries we've just taken in that game, the amount of players we actually need as we come into this run in the back end of the season. Fortunately, our strikers are holding up and our centre mids are holding up right now. So the core and the centre backs as well. The core of the team is really holding up. Man City are through, West Brom are through. Oh, Fulham nearly knocked out Liverpool. Man United are through. Arsenal knock out Chelsea on penalties. With a lot of injuries. Saba is going to be out for, that's almost the season. We can make him play through. How long are the other injuries? Brown is not too bad. O'Connor's not too bad either. But we're already missing Callum O'Dowda and Ben Osborne. Do we just try and cast this up? I think we might cast it up, you know. It's not something I would normally do, but we are struggling with left mid so badly right now. I'm delighted, but the 7 million injuries has not helped. Hugill and Barry's partnership is working out really well right now. We went to 4-2-3-1 for a bit, focused on Louis Barry predominantly. Hugill got his chances now and again. But he's really, really taking it this time. Heading back to the 4-4-2. And he is really taking his chance. We're going to have to stick with 4-4-2. I don't think we could play a 4-2-3-1 right now. Whittaker might end up playing winger at this rate. He's regularly a striker. He can play attacking wing. But he might end up at left or right mid. I believe he's left-footed. So I'd rather have him on the left. We can always play him as inverted on the right. Although right we seem to be okay. Because Covenant's back. And we don't have to play West Ham again. So Alexander's not going to be ineligible anymore. This game against Swansea is going to really test our depth. I'm not sure when the draw is for the quarterfinals. Also, playing an FA Cup game in midweek, it's not lockdown anymore. We're only in midweek during the pandemic. Come on. FA Cup's got to be at a weekend. It's not so bad when it's the later rounds, I guess, but the FA Cup is a Saturday-Sunday thing. It's got to be at a weekend. Don't start putting it in midweek. I'm really interested to see who we're going to get in the quarterfinals. Don't know when the draw is. That's going to be very interesting when it comes up. And we can really only hope for the best. Because it's going to be a difficult game. No matter what, pretty much. It's going to be a really difficult game. We are in for a fun one. Fiorentina have hired Inzaghi. He got fired. He got sacked by Leicester. If it's the same Inzaghi, I know there are multiple Inzaghis. But Fiorentina may have just hired the ex-Leicester manager there. Leicester down the wrong end of the Premier League table right now. There's a chance that we could be passing them on the way up, which I would really love to play Leicester. As weird as it would be, being a Leicester fan, managing Derby against Leicester, I want that. That would just be funny more than anything else. And like, if Leicester win, I can just be like, whoa, I threw the game. You know, I've got my excuses there. So that's how that works. We throw it. The game seems to be running at a decent pace as well at the moment. And we should, all things going well, potentially get our youth intake in today's stream. And supposedly, it's the old golden generation, with about 3 players noted. So we're hoping that we can at least get 2 or 3 to try and develop and get them to their potentials. If we can have 1 5-star potential, I will just melt. People want to see Kelleher starting. I am tempted. He played so well in that FA Cup game. Him and Rudd. Completely forgot Declan Rudd's name for a second there. Him and Rudd have been really good this season. Don't make us favourites. I still think that's West Ham or Brighton or Brentford, to be honest. They are more used in recent years, and in the save, they are more used to being in this situation than we are. Well, not so much West Ham or, well, Brighton, I think, are in their 2nd season. So they're pretty used to it. This is going to be a really tough match. It shouldn't be tough with Swansea in 20th. But we just have so many issues right now with injuries. Here is the FA Cup quarter-final draw. 8 teams. We are the only non-Premier League side left. There is Arsenal, there is Manchester United, there is Liverpool, there is Manchester City. Put your hand in. Who's coming out? Can we get a home tie? Home would be amazing. It's Arsenal, West Brom. It's Manchester City, Liverpool. Big game there. It's Manchester United. Oh my word. What a draw. We will be going to Old Trafford. Ooh. Goodness me. I got a little bit loud there. We are going to Old Trafford to face Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Manchester United. Oh, goodness me. I don't think they've quite become the powerhouse they normally do. They've obviously brought in some very good players, but Chelsea have become the powerhouse of the save, though they're out of the FA Cup, losing to Arsenal on penalties. So the powerhouse team are actually out. Our game against Brentford has had to be moved for our FA Cup quarter-final. Oh my goodness. Manchester United at Old Trafford. That's a lot of money right there. That is a hefty chunk of money. We realistically need this win, because our next game is Middlesbrough away, and they are very much in the playoff hunt. I don't think they'll ever catch sort of the top two positions, because there's a bit of a gap between 4th and 5th. In fact, we've created a bit of a gap. We've got 8 points to 3rd with 9 games to go. All we can do is keep winning. If we keep winning, we'll have it done with 2 games spare. It's as simple as that. Or potentially 3 games spare, because we do still have to play Brentford. And Brighton. Could be 4 games spare. It's the old just keep winning. Just keep winning. Just keep winning. Just keep winning. It's what we're hoping for. But the hundreds of injuries that are just plaguing us right now are a big, big problem. We do have a week after this game until the Middlesbrough game, which is going to be really useful. We need that break. We desperately need a week off to just get any players back and to get some fitness back. We are not ready for this game in the slightest. And we may be leaning on some very different players. If we had a young winger right now that had the ability and the potential that I could bring in, I would. Unfortunately, winger is a position we are lacking. And our intake apparently doesn't have a winger in it either. So we are going to have to do some winger searching. Look at this. O'Connor is injured. Dionku is injured. This is almost ridiculous. So we haven't got a right back. Oh, goodness me. Okay. Right, solution. Knight goes to right back. Story goes to centre back. Okay. Kevin Long could play right back, actually. How competent are you at right back? Kind of, but you can't go forward. Can Josh Knight go forwards? Sort of. He can dribble. Right, Lee Buchanan, you're on a fitness test. This is actually almost unbelievable at this point. Gilby's going to come onto the bench. Josh Knight playing right back. Buchanan's left back. We're going to leave Kelleher because he played so well. Saba's carrying an injury, but we're getting him to play through a broken arm. which feels stupid. I feel pretty dumb for that. And we're going to take... Actually, we're going to take Gilby off the bench to put Alexander. How is everyone feeling? Copeland is on the floor, so Alexander's going to start. I think that's how we're going to have to line up. This is going to be a rough game. Ugh. I'm not even sure where we go with this one. I wouldn't be surprised if we lost. Just because we are down to near bare bones at fullback and winger. Fortunately, the core of our team is reasonably untouched. But if they go down the wings, we are in trouble. Because Deeney wins the header. Craggle gets a lucky bounce. It's on the edge. It's still there for them. Akande, Josh Knight with a good tackle. And that is away, but not very well. Roberts high up the pitch from right back. Good tackle by Bird, but again, it's not mattering. Ball through to Akande. Kelleher with the save. Bit unlucky on that one. A lot of tackles we put in there, and none of them worked out. A lot of blocks as well, and all of them bounced back to them. It was a very, very good chance. It's a good save from Kelleher. Oh, he just didn't hit it, I don't think. And Kelleher made the save. Akande looks like he's playing inverted if he was that kind of central. You know, we're going to demand more. Yeah, respond well to that. We are going to demand more because we've literally done nothing so far. And we're going to go back to positive, which is how we played against Cardiff. It has been all Swansea so far. Even in possession, it is all Swansea. We cannot get a foothold in this game. Oh, I didn't mean to click praise. I meant to click berate. Oh, heck. I've made a mistake there. Fortunately, Brentford are 2-0 down to Southampton. Can we steal? Oh, we nearly stole one. Hugill header over the bar with our first shot of the game. Saba almost lost the ball. An aggressive Roberts, who then won it and it fell to Barry. Saba's got a bit of space. He pulls it back to Sibley. Good touch. Bird! He got his first in the last game. He almost had another one. Goodness me. At least our chances are close. Our chances are going close. We're going to say we're not happy. We've not been in this game whatsoever. We have not even been close. West Ham lead and they jump to the top of the table. That's okay. I'm not even necessarily bothered about us winning the championship. Barry through ball. Penalty! Do we risk Barry taking this? Barry has missed one, but he scored against Cardiff. We're winning a lot of penalties recently. Louis Barry misses again. Safe to say he will not be taking another penalty. His last 3 penalties have been miss, posting in, miss. Safe to say he will not be taking another one. I was almost going to give it to Saba because he scored a penalty last stream as well. We've had a lot of penalties and we're not converting them at all. And now Swansea can get a chance here potentially. Sibley heads away. We've got nobody here though. No one here either. They're just going to overlap us here. Devine. Crosses blocked by Alexander. It's going to come straight back though, and we've got nobody in that position. You would think Hugo would be doing a little more pressing, considering he's a pressing forward. Story with a good header. Barry brings it down. Okay, now we've got it. Buchanan, don't hoof it. Well done. He's getting the hang of it now. He's realised he's not supposed to hoof it every time. Barry's gone out wide. Kind of stumbles through the Roberts challenge. Hugo down to Saba. It was not a great strike. Little bit of a loose strike there from Saba, but he is tired. He is hurting. His arm is not in a good way. And we're going to bring on Whittaker, which feels weird. And a mistake from the keeper, Louis Barry. Pears is having an absolutely stunning game for Swansea. What a save that was. He just stuck a hand out. I think he dived the other way and he just stuck a hand back that way and somehow saved it. We need to go back here. There we go. There we go. That's a bit of space. Sibley to Whittaker. Whittaker down the wing. He is left-footed. We're going to still play him inverted. Hugill! How has he missed that? We have very much grown into this game. Pears is having to play an absolute blinder right now. Look at him go. 2 text highlights where he's made great saves as well. Pears is causing us all kinds of issues. I'm going to bring on Finley Robertson. He's not a box-to-box. He's something a little bit more, well, not more creative, simply still a very creative player. I don't know what to do right now. We are just getting so many injuries. Hugill's down now. It's so many injuries and we just cannot find a winner in this game. We've missed a penalty. Late chance. Is this going to be for us or are we going to get heartbroken by a Swansea team who have just defended this entire second half? Robertson looks for Barry. Louis Barry. It's Louis Barry. Come on. Late show. It's the late show from Louis Barry. Pride Park has probably just erupted with that goal. We just need to see this out now. Swansea have had plenty of shots, plenty of possession. Pears has still played a brilliant game and there's going to be a late twist here maybe. Itten blocked the clearance but it's fallen to them. Is there a late twist in the tail? Good header from Burke. Robertson finds Barry. And Louis Barry makes it 2. There's not a late twist in the tail. He is finding his form right now, Louis Barry. He hit form early on. He lost it in the middle. But he has refound it. There might be a late chance for Swansea here to get one back. We've blocked a couple of crosses. Fleming's coming in. Skips the Robertson challenge. And Kelleher again. I mean, it's pretty straight at him. Kelleher's just looked really good these past couple of games. He has looked so good in goal. Just a long boot, and that is the final whistle. Goodness me, that was the late show. We survived an onslaught. Well, not so much an onslaught. We survived the first half, which was poor from us. We sort of came to life at the back end of the first half. That second half, we definitely deserved it. Louis, you're playing amazing, but forget penalties, man. Your 14 penalty taking is utter garbage. Brentford lose to Southampton. They almost got back. Brighton to win, but they are 10 points behind us with 8 games to go. Dionku's back in training. However, Hugill has done his hamstring. This may be Cedric Itten's chance now, which I did not think I'd be saying. Goodness me, we have we can slip up 3 times now. And that's as in lose, slip up. 3 times. In 8 games. This is automatically a tough game. Middlesbrough up in 5th, have been on a good run and have made 5th their position. We have a week. This is going to be a big week of avoiding injuries. Hugo he's actually 1 game away from 50 appearances and now he's out for a month. So we get to save that $500,000 for a little bit anyway. So that's fun. If you look at the games we've got left, so the late game was Barnsley beating Oxford, which gets Barnsley up to 11th. They've dropped away, unfortunately. Birmingham are still here, though, in the playoffs. Birmingham scrapping away. Blackburn are up here. Southampton are making a late run. They've realised that they don't want to spend a third season in the Championship. Ivan Toney's starting to really step up for Brighton as well. 13 goals now this season for Ivan Toney. Eesh. We still have to play Brentford, Brighton, Middlesbrough. So if you count them as our 3, we can drop points to their games. Look at all this green. It's lovely. I never get this much green. It's amazing. We've got Middlesbrough. Reading are up there reasonably. They're 9th. So these next 3 games are all pretty difficult. Then Luton and Millwall and Portsmouth, 3 of 4 games. And Bristol City mid-table as well. Hopefully by Brighton, Portsmouth, Bristol City, maybe we're already up. So we're definitely not going to look that far. But these next 3 games are going to be potentially season-defining. These are potentially the season-defining games here. Middlesbrough, Reading and Brentford. With Manchester United, by the way, in between in the FA Cup quarter-final. We have to put out a good team for that. I refuse to put out a backup team for that game. We have to go for it. We absolutely have to go for it in that game. As our under-23s win. Good. They beat bottom of the table. Conan Ong, Peter Butler and Dennis Kamaj with the goals. Conan Ong has just been wild for the youth setup. I don't think he's ever going to particularly make it as a pro. But the fact that this lad has done what he's done has been a little bit crazy. It's been pretty funny, actually, as well. Like he's one of these youth players you look at and you think, you know, he's decent. He's not really got the potential. He's one of these that will he'll peak now. He won't ever get a whole lot better. As Andrei Shevchenko has been sacked by Tottenham. That's a big move there. Well, just doing a little stream promotion if you are watching right now. If you're watching right now, I want to throw out big thanks to Box Ben for the raid earlier. Got a few extra follows, got a few people watching, a few people talking. It was great. So thank you very much. And thank you, Badgie, Finjay, and GLaDOS Livy for the follows during today's stream, which is absolutely amazing. We had a really good first hour of the stream today. 3 from 3 wins. A raid. People coming in. It's been great. This is what streaming's about, man. David Moyes is going to Scotland. He's going home. He's packed his things. He's going home. He's gone to Motherwell. Oh, goodness me. These next few games in March are huge. Manchester United away in the FA Cup quarter-final. Ouch. Louis Barry's actually taking the lead in minutes per goal. Dane Scarlett has massively dropped off for Barnsley, and as soon as he dropped off, Barnsley dropped off. George Puskas is up there for Reading. We have to play them pretty soon. So that's going to be an entertaining one. The under-18s draw with the Harrogate under-23s. Conanong scores again. We have so few players at the moment that players are having to play under-18s and under-23s matches right now. Do I actually trust Cedric Itten? The answer is primarily no. Do I go away from the 4-4-2 for now? Because of Hugo's injury? Potentially. It would give Whittaker a better position with all of the injuries we've got at left mid and fullback not so much, but all the injuries we've got at left mid, Whittaker could then cover left wing. So it gives us something at least. It's a tempting thought. It's an idea to go back to the 4-2-3-1. Especially with us taking on the teams that we are about to be playing. So we can get Bird and Robertson kind of sitting in the midfield. Get Sibley in that attacking mid position. I think I might try it against Middlesbrough. I may live to regret it, and we can always switch to the 4-4-2 if we really need to. Look at this! What is going on here? My under-23s play Middlesbrough on the Friday, and then we play Middlesbrough on the Saturday, and my under-18s play Middlesbrough on the Saturday. What is going on? Why are we playing Middlesbrough 3 times in like 24 hours? The youth teams can lose, as long as we win, it's fine. Okay? Why are we playing Middlesbrough 3 times in 24 hours? That is out there. If it won't even be 24 hours, because that will probably be an evening game. It's going to be in like 18 hours. We'll have played them 3 times. I can't say I've seen that happen before. Come on, Middlesbrough. You're going to be our biggest test so far bar West Ham in the FA Cup, but biggest league test so far of today's stream. And I think because of injuries, we are going to swap it up a little bit. We are going to go back to the 4-2-3-1, which I think gives us less creativity, but I think it also leaves us less open. Connor Teal's left his agent. Do you have any good players? You have Alex Kiwomya. This guy, his pace has definitely come down. He used to be quicker. Who is this? Savas Morgos, some Greek guy. He doesn't look terrible, to be fair. Gunby, I look at him when I'm at lower level because he's fast. He's got a lot of young players. Are we sorted by age? No. I thought we were sorted by age for a moment then. What have we got? Guthrie, McConnor. We've got some young players in here. Anyone play for, like, no one in particular? We've got this young Greek centre-back. Centre-back I'm kind of good with, though. Oh, he was actually at Millwall. He did appear for them as well. He's not bad. He's also left-footed, which is nice. He's certainly not a bad player. We've got Michi Effetti. I don't know how to say that. There's a free. Then we've got some young, slightly lower end players here. Mateus Kaison has good finishing, not really anything else. And then a goalkeeper in Jorgos Sava. Doesn't look great and is injured right now. Unfortunately for him. Let's take another water break. as we get the joys of trying to process through. Everyone loves the absolute pain of processing in this game sometimes. Especially because I like to have leagues loaded. I like to have a hefty amount of leagues loaded because I'm just interested as to what's going on in the world. I like to see what teams become good, all this stuff, and I want to give the best chance for some other teams to get good as well, with like youth academies and stuff. So I try to have a good amount of leagues loaded, even though I'm not necessarily going to go to like all of them or anything like that. I just like having them so I can look at them. And you can get a proper idea behind a player as well. If you want to sign a player from a slightly weirder league, from a league that you may not necessarily have loaded, you can just get a better idea of how his team's doing, how his form's affecting that team. So it does mean that when we do have kind of like 1 week gaps, there is a little bit more time between everything. But actually, I've just thought we should have an international break soon, shouldn't we? Is there not an international break coming up? There isn't. That's interesting. There seems to be no international break. Huh. Okay. That threw me off slightly. There's no international break. Apparently they've just decided they're not playing internationals in March. Nope, we're not doing it. Although this will be a Euros. Is it Euros? Is this a World Cup? It's a Euros. Actually, I never checked who won. Yes, I did. I think England won the 2022 World Cup. Because, ha ha ha, ha ha ha. Pear's actually got in the team of the week for that performance against us. And I assume his performance in midweek as well. He actually got in the team of the week. What an annoying player. I believe he's one of, actually, Middlesbrough's younger goalkeepers in real life. Swansea managed to pick him up at some point. The biggest thing about this Derby team so far is we just somehow find ways to win. Like most times, even in games where we have missed penalties, we are still finding ways to win. As I've tended to find before with Football Manager, if you miss a penalty in a game, it's a pretty good sign that you're probably not going to win. But we are still winning those kind of games. Also, there's a slight thing I actually just noticed before I was starting the stream today, because I noticed there was a Brazilian team's job available. I seem to have fixed everything else in the Zebra are Juventus. Germany's national team is actually real German players. But the Brazilian league still has the short form names, and I don't know why. Because I thought that was something I'd fixed, but apparently not. They've reverted back to short form names, so I think after this stream I'm going to have a look and see if I can fix that. I don't know if it will fix it in this save, so we might be short form name for Brazil's teams. But having the badges helps. I can recognise some of the badges to figure out who's who. Because I do get a little bit lost sometimes with the Brazilian leagues. Although I'll be avoiding the Brazilian leagues in this save if I can't fix it. Because I would like to have that fixed before I went there. Because I don't like the short form names, it annoys me. Obviously, our quarterfinal is going to be on television. £120,000 in television money for an FA Cup quarterfinal. What a run this is. Top of the championship. FA Cup quarter-final. We went out in the 4th round of the League Cup to the team that won the thing. And we would have been playing Everton again had they knocked out Man United in the FA Cup. I think we're forever linked with Everton, apparently. We're foreverton. That was awful. I will appreciate that was terrible. It was an attempted pun, I guess. It was bad. We've actually got through the last couple of days fairly quickly, or it's just been me waffling on to the point where I've not realised that it's been ages. Bit of tiki-taka football from Middlesbrough, apparently. Hey! Siyuncu, Footballer of the Year in Turkey. I'll tell you what. Oh, come off it. Josh Knight's got an injury now. Fortunately, Dionku should be fine to go back at right back, which just means that Story keeps his spot at centre back. Goodness me, we are taking injuries. If we are able to pull this promotion off, it's going to be a hell of a story, because we have suffered from an excessive amount of injuries in recent weeks. To still have this run going. I don't know Sam Morsey. He was here for like 5 seconds. Look at Middlesbrough's foot. This is a form v form game. My goodness me. That is ridiculous. Who is Thomas Lagerlof? I don't know, but he's doing an incredible job. He must be handling pressure very well. It would be great to see him, even though I quite literally don't know who. Well, I know who he is. I know of him. I've heard of his name. But I didn't actually manage him. He was on loan here last season. Obviously, I joined and his loan was still going at the time. But, yeah, I'm not particularly aware of him. As myself managing this team. West Ham love a goal from a corner. 12 goals from corners. Goodness me, that is ridiculous. They got one against us. And it won them the game very frustratingly. I suppose in a weird question world, would I swap our FA Cup win over West Ham with one of the losses in the league? The answer is probably yes. I would absolutely swap one of the losses in the league for that cup win. I would love to have an extra 3 points on the board right now. Because then we'd have a 4-game comfort with 8 to go, and that feels really nice. A 3-game comfort with 8 to go is still extremely nice. And again, that is with us losing 3. As the under-23s get the first swing at Middlesbrough, then the under-18s get a swing, and then we get a swing at them. Every single age group is playing each other in the next few hours. Which is strange, but there we go. I doubt the under-23s or the under-18s will really do anything. Let's see how they did. Under-23s lost 1-0. It's alright, Middlesbrough up in 5th, they're not bad. Nobody played particularly well. We'll see what the under-18s can do. Look at that. The terrifying Manchester United badge sits there waiting for us in an FA Cup quarter-final. It's actually on the Saturday. It initially said we were on the Sunday, but we've been moved to the Saturday now. At Old Trafford, what a time. I think Cardiff are playing West Ham, so pray for Cardiff, everybody. Though West Ham aren't really the team I'm looking at. If us and West Ham can just keep winning, whatever. I will happily accept second. Would I love a championship trophy? Yeah, considering I didn't win the League 2 title either. I came second there. So I would love a winner's medal. I would love a title. But we are showing a heck of a lot of promise already. I think we're going to have to roll with the 4-2-3-1. I'm having to stretch so much right now, and I don't know why. I've kind of just come to the solution that... I've kind of just come to the idea that if I'm sat in a chair for like more than an hour, I have to start moving. Because everything just decides no. Middlesbrough away. Then Reading at home within 3 days. We just need to avoid injuries. Please stop with the injuries. We cannot deal with them right now. As Manchester United just casually decide to keep Mauro Icardi. Is Dionku deserving of a call-up? Abso-friggin-lutely he is. He is my child in this save. Alpha Dionku is my guy. Shaw's on international duty. It's with Canada. And he's currently out on loan anyway. Cisse not impressed. Alias Cisse, what are you on about, man? As our under-18s actually win. Conan On gets 2, Nick Curtis with 1, and Paddy Julian with 1. As we get ready for a tough one, and we are going to flip up the formation. Oops, no, click the 2. There we go. 4-2-3-1. Dionku back at right back. Knight has some injury concerns. Hugo out Byers onto the bench. Sibley into attacking mid. Itten drops out for Robertson. Saba is... he's also tired, so I guess it's Whittaker. Oh no, Dowda's back. Hang on. Callum O'Dowda is back. Hold the phone. I was not aware of this. And Alex Gilby's here. We are playing an extra centre mid, though Oliver Sorensen is on the bench. Leo Connor's also back again. So actually maybe Leo Connor goes on the bench. Then do we do Gilby for Itten? I think we probably should. Gilby's got more versatility. Whittaker can take the striker role. But then again, I suppose Whittaker's also covering... Covenant can cover striker if you desperately need him. Is Archie Brown back? No. Faith in Lee Buchanan again. Come on, Lee. You've got this. Thomas Logoloff. I would expect West Ham to probably beat Cardiff. Since Cardiff have had to play us and West Ham in recent times, they've not had fun. Yes, I am immaturely laughing at this guy's name. Ignore me. Tavernier's playing. Dale Fry is not at the back. Last time we played Middlesbrough, we won 5-1. I think that was with the 4-4-2, so actually I was probably a bit stupid changing the formation here. Robertson down the wing. Good low ball. And Louis Barry. He can't stop right now. He can't score from 12 yards, but he can't stop right now. Finley Robertson has definitely improved as the season's gone on. One shot, one goal. Happy days. Absolutely accept that. That is lovely. Morsey and McNair in midfield. That's a pretty defensive midfield as well. I think we're both playing very similar styles. Both teams in a heck of a lot of form. Kelleher's save must have been really good, but also not a very good chance of scoring, so I'm slightly confused. Ooh, they've got Ben Johnson at right back. That's a good right back right there. But that is a perfect first half. Job is not done. O'Dowda doesn't react well to that. Everyone else does. This is a strong Middlesbrough team, though they are missing Dale Fry at the back. Can we just see this out? Just keep simming, please. Kelleher with a save. Can we just see this through? Just keep simming through. This is great. Whittaker's going to have to come on. He's actually best as just a winger on the left, so we'll keep him as he is. Can this just keep going? Just keep running. This is great so far. Sibley's tired. I was about to bring on Byers, but there's a highlight. Clark Salter's on at the back. They've got a really good amount of depth. There is a really hefty amount of depth in this Middlesbrough team. Adozie makes a great run. He's in on goal. What a save by Kelleher. Tavernier hits the post. And Adozie puts in the rebound. That is a horrible amount of deflections. Although very quickly, Robertson with a free kick swung in. Sibley, just as I'm about to bring him off. Over the bar. George Byers on. Middlesbrough's really stepped up right now, although 3 of those shots just came in the same highlight. Now a Middlesbrough corner. This is problems. Bird heads away. Can we counter? Barry needs to go the other way. There we go. Alexander with a good run. Use something, John. Ball in. Terrible ball in. Put the pressure all the way back on us, but a bad throw from the keeper, but a terrible pass. Tavernier's in. No. What a tackle by Reece Burke. Oh, goodness me, this is getting end-to-end. Middlesbrough preferring the end-to-end action right now. This is getting rough. I'm sorry, Max. I think you have to stay on, mate. Burke heads away. Good tackle, John Alexander. Good tackle again. Byers has fresher legs. What can Byers do? Finds Alexander, who's about to come off. Literally coming off. Finds Bird. Ball in towards Barry, and Wildsmith's there again to claim it. Goodness me, this is getting end-to-end. We might have to try and see if we can see out a point here. A lot of their shots came in that one highlight. 90th minute. Cardiff take the lead against West Ham in the 89th minute. I did say I wasn't too fussed about them. Yankov walks through. Kelleher saves. Take your time, Kelleher. Another highlight. Middlesbrough are going all out here. I almost said Millwall. Robertson, bad pass. In trouble again. Lancaster, Tavernier's in behind again. This is why I didn't want Buchanan. And Tavernier misses. We are under all kinds of pressure right now. We are just trying to see this out. Middlesbrough corner late on. We've got it away. We just want the point at this point. Corner. See it out. Time's got to be done. And we hang on to a point. It was not a great performance. First half was smooth enough, but the second half we were dominated. And the thing was, it turned out that their goal was actually just really lucky that it fell to them twice. For all the domination they had, it took a massive stroke of luck for them to actually get a point. Brighton win, so they close the gap down to 8. And West Ham lose, so we open the gap to 2 over them. And us and West Ham are officially in the playoffs with 7 games to go. Goodness me. Adozie was incredible. I'd like to make Robertson a permanent part. I'm not sure if it will happen. I'm pretty certain I'm not going to be playing 4-2-3-1 against Reading. We did not play too well there. I probably shouldn't have tinkered with the formation. It's probably a little bit of a mistake on my part there to do that. Would we have won in 4-4-2? I don't know. Obviously, I can't really answer that. But we can put us back into 4-4-2. And then I guess we have to just give Cedric Itten a go again. He's had a chance. He had a few chances. It didn't really do anything. Have Crew actually won a game recently? It feels like it's been absolutely ages since Crew won a game of football. They've lost 5 in a row. Crew last beat Cardiff on the 20th of January. And since the... Oh my goodness me. Since the 3rd of February, they have lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 games in a row. Oh, Crew. Oh dear, lads. You've not had a fun time. Poor Crew. They are trying, but they are just not getting anywhere. I've already played them twice, unfortunately. So we don't get a nice little game against Crew. Reading in 9th. I guess they were the late game and they won. Well, they might have drawn, I guess, but probably won. That Middlesbrough game was stress. That was high stress. It's our youth intake. It's not great. It's not great. We've got every reason to be excited about Jared Thompson. He's very good now. Apparently a left back, but with 15 passing, so I'm not quite sure. It's a weird mix of stats. He's very determined as well, so that potential could well go up. So I think Jared Thompson has a chance. Notable influence bringing in Thomas Farron. Where's Thomas Farron? He's here. He is 6'2" centre back, which is fine. Northern Irish. Not very much potential though. Do we have any weird nationalities? No. Gary Davis is the central midfielder, I guess they were on about. Termination is... he's a jovial character in 6'3", so he's definitely a presence. He's got stamina. The work rate's not really there yet. He's brave, which is good. He's a solid enough player. Geordie Colwell is the striker. Yes, he is from Derby as well. He was the local lad. He's not great right now. He's a fairly professional character though, which is good. And then Lenny Francis. Actually, he is a winger. I didn't think we were getting a winger in this group, but apparently Lenny Francis. Again, balanced is okay. And Jared Thompson was the fullback they were on about. It's not a great group, unfortunately. For a golden generation, I'm not sure I'd describe it as that. It's okay. We've got players there that, if we happen to train them correctly and we get the right kind of things going for them, then yeah, maybe a couple of them can make it. But if we're going to be a Premier League competing side, I'm not sure any of those make it, unfortunately. Which is a bit rough, but we can only hope. Determination very much helps the younger players. Thompson's got a good amount of determination. There's another one who's fairly professional, so he might be able to get somewhere near his potential. Oh, there's not a top player in there, unfortunately, but we can work around it. I don't know how we even got a point against Middlesbrough, to be honest. Their XG is through the roof. But then again, that would be because of the through-on goal would have been reasonably high. The open goal miss from Tavernier would have been ridiculously high. And then just tapping it into the empty net would have been ridiculously high as well. So their entire XG probably came from that one passage of play. You can tell we really struggled with the wingers in that game. Dionku's been out for a few weeks. He's getting back up to speed. Buchanan is just not... He's not ready. So, all kinds of problems there. I am terrified of this man, Adam Armstrong. He's at Reading. Reading got him on a free. Come on, man. Really? A free? Damn. Damn you, Reading. That is such a good free signing. What? That's annoying. With 7 games to go, we can say we've got a 2-game window now. We've got 2 games that we can lose. And if Brighton just keep winning, then it could get a little bit difficult. Now, if West Ham want to keep losing, that would also really, really help. You guys can just keep losing and really be of assistance, please. The midweek Reading. Going back to the 4-4-2. Cedric Itten, please be useful. Please. Please, my boy. I spent money on you. I spent, like, legitimate money on you. I'm going to sort out the sun not hitting me in the face by doing this. There we go. Just stops the sun hitting me in the face for now. That is suggesting a whole lot of changes. As our under-18s take on our youth candidates on the same day as the Reading game. I'm actually going to move the screen back a little bit because it's sort of in my face right now. If I'm sat up like this. So I'm kind of... There we go. A little bit of my own sorting out stuff. And my mic's still, well, webcam is still working, so go me. goodness me, is this going to become an interesting run-in if our games are hectic like that. That was a bad hectic. It was a good hectic against Swansea. It was a bad hectic against Middlesbrough. We need more good hectic, please. Else I'm just going to implode of stress. Louis Barry's great. If players are fit, then we won't necessarily... Oh, West Ham are playing. Crew, come on. I'm really not that fussed if we happen to lose top spot. Like, top spot's great and all. But, again, second is absolutely fine by me. It's also going to be very interesting once I get the final badge, because I'm currently doing the final badge to be able to do anything. Pretty much just be able to go anywhere, manage anyone, do international management, which I'm probably going to avoid in this save, to be honest. I'll be able to pretty much manage anybody I want. It's going to be interesting in the summer if anyone tries to poach me from Derby. I don't think I'm going to be leaving Derby unless I get an absolutely insane offer. I'm not going to leave Derby because I think we are in a position that if we do go up, we can be in a position that we can actually stay up. Like, our money isn't groundbreaking. It's not absolutely ridiculous sums of money for the Premier League. We have a nice amount of money to survive. So if we can get there, I think we can survive. And that's how we'll be doing it. And hopefully matches against the likes of Bournemouth and Everton and Manchester United will be regular occurrences rather than one-off appearances. This stream may well end with that Man United game. I'm not sure at the moment. Because we'll have a week before the Brentford game and we'll be probably over 2 hours by then. So we might still have 7 or 8 league games to go, actually. So it may well take a little bit longer than I thought it was going to, just because we've got through here. Like, I'd have done this game, I'd have done the Brentford game, and we'd have had 5 to go. Instead, Southampton-Brighton's a big game. Come on, Southampton, do us a giant favour. This is a pretty big game too. Sibley drops in there. Robertson's going to drop out. Whittaker? And then Itton's going to go on the bench. I'm going to go with Whittaker. I'm going to trust his previous form. Other than that, Gilby's going to come off the bench for Knight, and Knight's going to go back at centre-back instead of Jordan Story. Is Archie Brown back yet? Yes! Brown is back, thank goodness for that. It could be for one game, because he's also 1 yellow card away from like a 3-game suspension or something stupid. So that is absolutely horrendous, potentially. Or is it... It'd be a 2-game ban. That's going to be horrendous. I need that to go away. Oh, I just noticed Bird is tired. So maybe Robertson instead. Deep line playmaker. Might be a little bit more open in the middle than I would like us to be. Whittaker up front. He's back. Whittaker is back. This is going to be a very interesting game. Kelleher is somehow ending up seeing out the season. I don't know how he's doing this, but he's been absolutely superb. The goal from Middlesbrough was absolutely not his fault. The guy made a brilliant save and just got no help from the defence whatsoever. What can we do here? Back to 4-4-2 at home against Reading. We're going to start balanced, and if we're not doing anything, we can start to push forward more. Although Reading have started very well here. Lise back post, Burke heads away. Robertson's off. Can he play it through to Barry? Barry's offside at this point. Robertson's ran the whole length of the pitch. Pulls it back. It's Whittaker! It's Morgan Whittaker! He's back! What is it with this man? He just loves the occasion. Morgan Whittaker loves an occasion. He loves bagging a goal when he gets a chance. I can't believe I don't give this guy more opportunities. He deserves so much more than I've given him. Sibley looks for him, it doesn't work out. And now we might be under some pressure here. We've got men back, and there's Sibley stepping in. That's why he can play box to box. Barry's in, and it's 2-0 off the post and in. Louis Barry, 2 shots, 2 goals. I thought that was going to come back out for a moment. Actually, I realised I didn't sort out right mid, did I? Bit harsh on my part. Is Sabra on the bench? No, he's not. I guess we're letting Saba's injury... I didn't make any changes. I guess we're letting Saba's injury heal up. We're letting it heal up at least a little bit. We found out their formation very quickly. No nonsense centre-backs. Love it. Just get it out. Whittaker. Dionku with a slightly interesting ball there. Sibley's got O'Dowda. O'Dowda's cutting in for reasons. I don't think he's... Is he on the inside? Is he on the inverted winger? Alexander kind of skips past his man and then loses the ball. And then just doesn't chase it. Okay, that was slightly weird. I don't know why he didn't chase that ball. O'Dowda's on inverted winger. I'm an idiot. That's fine. So Alexander gives the ball away, and now Mabil is just going to run the length of the pitch, probably cross it to Armstrong, who will make it 2-1. No, it's actually back to Elise, who hits the bar. And how many rebound goals are we going to concede? Vidio puts in the rebounds, and it's 2-1. I don't know how many rebound goals we are going to concede, but that's 2 in a row now. Middlesbrough's goal in the last game was a double rebound. And now Reading score a rebound. Now, they've definitely been the better team. And now Palmer Brown almost makes it 2-2. That is Dionku off the line. As we fail to defend yet another set piece. And we're now actually coming forward. Sibley's got Barry. Ooh, we almost turned that. Dionku nearly turned a Reading goal into a Derby goal. That'd have been great. Oh, I thought Sibley had that header then. Oh, this is a 2v2. This is bad. Dionku, good tackle. If you are viewing, if you are kind of... what's the term? I've forgotten the word. You know when you just hang about and you're giving a view, but you're not really watching. I want to call it ghosting, but it's not ghosting. I've forgotten what it's called entirely. If you are kind of just hanging around watching, thank you very much. Hope you are enjoying the stream. Hope you're enjoying my stress as we may well throw away a 2-0 lead in this game. Because we've stopped playing for reasons. As Armstrong's going to get that one. Cuts around 3 people. Elise from range. We are not playing right now. We have stopped. For reasons unknown, we have decided we don't want to play anymore. No one's going to come to Dionku for that throw. Sibley's going to pick it up, though. Alexander's behind his man. That's a bit weird, but okay. Sibley, Barry, Whittaker. You love an occasion. That's the post. And of course, we don't get a rebound. Ah, that would have been so good. That would have been so lovely if that had gone in. Robertson's got tired very quickly. I suppose he did play the last game, didn't he? Probably makes sense. Robertson and Sibley are tired at this point. I'm going to get Max Bird on now. We need a bit more in that middle. You defend, win us the ball. We need someone covering Elise right now. Hopefully he'll filter back and cover that a little bit more. So we can try and work out from the back here. Nothing stupid. They're pressuring. Kelleher. That's a bad kick from Kelleher. This might be 2-2 here. Reading very good going forwards. Verdillo, fullback on a Sunday. It's fallen to Armstrong. I don't even know what that ball's done. It's just looped over Rees-Burke's head. And it's 2-2. I think Sibley did intercept that ball. That was the problem. I think Sibley got a foot on that and it's looped off his foot and fallen straight to Armstrong. And of all the people the ball can fall to, that is not the one. Keller has actually cost us a goal there because that was poor from him. It was a bad kick. Can we actually get forward? They're getting 2-3 players on everybody right now. They're all over us. Whittaker flick on. We lose the ball. They are just everywhere right now. We're going to take Bird off defend because I fear this might be about to be 3-2 to Reading. And we will have thrown away a 2-0 lead. But, I mean, they have been spectacular. Mabil with a pretty weak effort. Kelleher's there. Reading have been spectacular. They have been really, really good. I think they are in some pretty good form anyway right now. As they might have another chance to make it 3-2 here. We did kind of have 2 shots, 2 goals early on. They're just walking round us right now. Sanchez ball in, Burke away. It's just going to come back again though. No, Whittaker got there. But where do we go? Covenant's going to use some speed. Whittaker's got a through ball on. Louis Barry, chance! He doesn't miss. Louis Barry with a huge goal potentially. 3-2. Completely undeserved in the second half. They have been the better team. We will happily accept a goal though. This is not over in any way. Puskas has scored plenty of goals this season. No, Dowder, that's a terrible bit of luck. What is that? Knights cleared the ball straight into Archie Brown. Reading have played really, really well. Their goals have been absolutely disgusting. Their actual goals have been awful. They're in on goal again. Armstrong over the bar. Their actual goals have been absolutely awful. And we've just got to go for it. We've just got to match them. We have to match them and go for this. Our players are on the floor. Theirs are all in amazing form. It's probably going to be a late goal in this game, but who is it going to be for? Sorensen, don't give this away. Ball through. Oh, I didn't get there. And now it's trouble. The long ball forward. They're there on it. Puskas to Sanchez. Our centre-back's well out of position. Long ball forward. We head it down. Archie Brown covered it well. Bird. Barry. Can he find Kobnan? Kobnan's making a good run. He's gone. Why has he gone back? Bird. Sorensen. Bird's made a good run. Palmer Brown is playing potentially the best game you're ever going to see. They've given it away though. O'Dowda forward. Morgan Whittaker. That's a penalty. Oh my goodness me. We don't have a penalty taker on the pitch. Barry's missed. Oh my God. I've got to trust him. He's only scored 2 of 5. I have to trust him though. He's missed. How do you have 14 penalty taking and miss 4 of 6 penalties? Birds offside. I should have let Whittaker take it. Now a late chance. It's a free kick for Reading. If they score here, this is absolute heartbreak. Ball in, Whittaker heads away. Cognan, go. We've got numbers. Oh, what a tackle from Armstrong. Armstrong of all people. Why do I talk myself into letting Barry take penalties? Sorensen. Whittaker! Oh, what a game. What a game. Oh my goodness me, my heart rate right now. This game is just stress. Oh, Southampton and Brighton draw. West Ham win to go level with us, but our goal difference is better. It stays at 8 points, but my word, we are making things stressful now. Swansea going to be relegated. Hey, Andy. It's not looking good. I played Swansea earlier in the stream, and they held out for 89 minutes, and then we scored twice. We've just played Reading, 3-3 draw, and we missed a penalty in the 90th minute that would have put us 10 points clear of third. And I'm absolutely gutted. It was for his hat-trick as well, to make it even worse. And he's missed 4 penalties this season. He's taken 6, he has missed 4. And he's got a 14 on his penalty rating. And 13 composure. And was motivated. And he still missed. We've got 6 left. We've got an 8-point gap with 6 games left. So we're still in a really good place. Brighton only drew with Southampton. So we got away with it on that front. Our youth intake is not brilliant. It's okay. Louis Barry has missed 2 penalties. He missed a penalty against Swansea, and he missed a penalty against Reading. And he missed a penalty in the last stream as well. He's missed his last 3 or 4 in a row. I just didn't trust Whittaker taking it. I didn't think he would score. So I'm absolutely gutted on that front that we should have won that game. I mean, we shouldn't have won that game. Reading dominated. But Reading's goals were awful. Like, they had a rebound goal. They had us clearing it into ourselves. It was... The actual chances they created, they missed. They only scored because the ball kept, like, dropping to their feet. But heck, final game of the stream is going to be a fun one. Manchester United away in the FA Cup quarter-finals. We beat West Ham 3-0 in the last 16. I don't know how we did that. Manchester United away. Not doing well. My Newcastle save just over halfway left. We had the takeover. They were going to bring in their own manager, but he went to West Ham, so they want to carry on to the end of the season. Thank West Ham. Be thankful to West Ham and hopeful that they at least bring some money. because Newcastle do need a bit of money right now. Mike Ashley withholding it as long as he did, and really not making things easy for anybody. But at least you're still there. You've still got a chance. I think you're going to have to do pretty well in the rest of the season that you've got to keep the job. But, oh, hang on, what's this? There is an international break. I was wondering this. We'll be without 4 players. 13 players called up for international duty. They've shifted our Brentford game into international duty. That is stupid. They put money into youth facilities. That's good. That's really good. Youth facilities is a really good one to have. Sometimes they put it into like extra money for coaches and you just feel like, why? So to get it in the youth facilities is really good. I have just realised though, they have actually pushed our Brentford game into an international break. The question is, can we slightly cheese this? Because if we're only going to be missing these guys, these are not massively key players for us. Would Brentford be missing a lot of key players? I'll postpone the game. I was going to postpone it, but if I don't know. I'm in a position where I'm like, would Brentford be missing a lot of really important players to the point where we could take on almost their backups? So I'm trying to be a little bit sneaky here. They signed Sam Johnson. Oh, that's not right. I was thinking of Sam Johnston. I mean, looking at their team, I don't think they're going to be losing too many players. Maybe Gunnarsson, but Balcon's reasonable. Maybe Roden, but he's tired anyway. I can't say any of these. Maybe Beningame. Maybe he goes on international. He probably does, actually. Is Matt Grimes English? Matt Grimes, he's not going to go. Reed's not going to go. Force might. Penaranda might. Sakiri might. I mean, there are a few. I think I'm going to be nice, though. We're going to request to postpone it. Depends if you've got Man United to play. You may as well postpone the game for fitness. Exactly. Well, I'm not sure when it will postpone the game for is the issue. It can't be... It could be stupid here, in that this is meant to be an international break, but the game might just reschedule it during the international break anyway. It has been moved. It's been moved to the 2nd. That's no better. This is what I was worried about. That's still an international break. They've done nothing. That solves nothing. The game's had an absolute shocker there. That's still an international break. I've not seen it do that one before. It's had an absolute nightmare. In which case, it still might work out for us. Because if we've only got sort of 4 of our senior players on international duty, 3 of them aren't really first-team players anyway. I suppose if Kelleher goes, that's a bit annoying, but Rudd just comes in. He's been good anyway. So it might work. This might actually work in our favour. Which I don't know how I feel about, if we potentially get promoted by like 1 or 2 points and it's to Brentford. It feels a little bit harsh. But the last 2 games have been absolute stress. They have been horrible to deal with. Crew are down. Feel bad for Crew. They've just gone on an absolutely horrendous run. I think they've lost 10 games in a row, which is absolutely abysmal. So many players on international duty all of a sudden. swear we were only getting like 6 or 7 before. Now it's 14 apparently. So I don't know what's gone on there. But at least I can kind of relax a bit with the final game of today's stream. I have zero expectations for this game. We're on our backs. We are tired. We have had so many injuries to recover from. It is unbelievable. So this game is just let's have a laugh, to be honest. We're probably going to get absolutely tanked. It's still Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in charge of United, which is almost the funniest part about the whole thing. Tottenham might be hiring Thomas Tuchel. I seem to remember when he came in at Chelsea, he said that his favourite English team when he was a kid was actually Tottenham. Though it was just because their name's funny. I believe is what he said. He said, I liked Spurs because I liked Tottenham Hotspur because their name was funny. So he could end up being Spurs manager in this. Though, goodness me. The game's having a bit of a shocker. Rearranging a game because of an international break and then putting it in an international break anyway. That's a new one on me. I did wonder if it was about to do that or if it was about to move it forward to like the 27th or something. I was thinking, don't do that, please. But bizarrely, a second-tier game could be played during an international break, which is really not supposed to happen, but there we go. Whatever, if it decides it wants to do it, it decides it wants to do it, so we'll put up with it. Hopefully it just completely destroys the Brentford team and we can walk to a victory. That'd be really kind of the game if it did that. But Manchester United. They drew out the first 4 teams. The 2 quarterfinals were there. Left in the pot was us, Manchester United, Sheffield United, and Burnley. Of course, we get Manchester United, so yeah, no trip to Wembley for us. I'm very aware of Mason Greenwood. Thank you, Mark Poom. I'm very aware Mason Greenwood is a good player. Cheers, mate. You've really saved my bacon there. I would never have known that. Potential giant killers? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Sibley's apparently okay. Good. Do we play 4-2-3-1? Probably not. Let's just go 4-4-2. Do we go 4-4-2 defend? Or do we actually try and take it to Man United? Oh, we've got to try and take it to them, haven't we? At least for the first bit of the game, we've got to take it to them. We've got to go for it. Be interesting to see what kind of United team is put out for this game. I'd imagine it's going to be the first team for being the quarterfinals. Yes, they got the easiest draw, or the quote-unquote easiest draw. Because we are the only non-Premier League side left. That might be the highest training performance I've ever seen. Josh Knight, 9.55. Man is perfect in training, nearly. If only I could have some players put in 9.55s. That would be great, please. This is going to be a bloodbath. It's that trident that the Devil's holding in the badge. That's probably going to be stabbed into us multiple times in this game. But oh well. We'll try. All we can do is put a team out there to try. Early game is Manchester City, Liverpool. Good lord. We've been putting the same day as Manchester City, Liverpool. Everyone's like, Man City, Liverpool, Man United, Derby? What? I feel like everyone's looking at the FA Cup fixtures, being like, what are they doing here? I mean, Burnley are here. Like, yeah, they're a Premier League team, but come on. I think West Brom are here, actually. I think they're playing Arsenal in the other quarter-final. So how's Man City, Liverpool gone? We don't know yet. It's not over. Why bring me back when the game's not over and I have no thing in the... nothing in the inbox. Right. Brighton are away at Palace in the A20... Was it the A23, I think it said? A23 derby. Come on, Palace. Brentford are actually slipping back a bit. Oh, Brentford don't play, because we were supposed to play Brentford. And West Ham play Blackburn to go top. Come on, Blackburn. Come on, Blackburn. Come on, Palace. We can get some big news before this game. If we'd have gone to West Ham would be in this situation. But they're going to get to put the points on the board. We're going to have to chase. I do prefer putting the points on the board rather than chasing. Although I do... Actually, it's a bit of a weird one because I like knowing what you need to get, but then also it puts a lot more pressure on. So it's a bit of a difficult one to kind of figure out. Manchester City are through in extra time. And we are not being shown the league scores yet. We'll see them later. Right. Alexander is not starting. Sabah, mate, I know your arm is messed up, but we've got the little strapping around it. So hopefully you'll be okay. Bird's coming straight back in. Maybe on defend. I assume they're playing 4-2-3-1 or something like that. Sibley, O'Dowda. Osborne's nearly back. Still like a week away. Goodness me. Okay. Hugill is still out for a little while as well. So it's going to be Whittaker and Barry. Well, have fun, lads. This is going to be anything but enjoyable. Let's just take in the whole idea of being at Old Trafford. This is our Wembley. Old Trafford is our Wembley. De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Twanzebe, Longley, Milinkovic-Savic, Pogba, Greenwood, Fernandes. We don't like that. That's bad. And Alexander Isaac. And then Henderson, Telles, Van der Beek, Icardi, Tielemans, Shaw, and Lindelof on the bench. We have absolutely nothing to lose here, boys. It's bad weather. It only takes one goal. Welcome to Old Trafford. Goodness me. Look at the size of this ground. Oh my God. I'm 1 year removed from managing at Cheltenham. And now I'm at Old Trafford. Like, that is a story right there. Only my 3rd year of management. Greenwood. Stop with the rebounds. What is going on? Sergei Milinkovic-Savic, 40 seconds in. 1-0 Manchester United. That's what we couldn't have happen. Greenwood with a drilled effort. We block it. Falls to Milinkovic-Savic, who scores. We have a corner. Sab a ball in. They've missed it. They've fallen. What a save by De Gea. What a save by David De Gea. Louis Sibley with a massive chance. That is gutting. Massive mistake from Manchester United defensively. Apparently it wasn't a De Gea save. It's not gone down as a shot. That must have been someone throwing themselves in the way then. We've got to do encouragement right now. There's got to be encouragement. Another United set piece as a corner. Sergei Milinkovic-Savic again, and another rebound. These are getting ridiculous. Milinkovic-Savic header. Knight blocks it. Falls to Pogba. It's 2-0. I don't know how many times. And another set piece. Who's Tecatito? Is that Jesus Corona? Greenwood. Wan-Bissaka. Oh, I said this would be a bloodbath. It certainly is. It's 3-0. Wan-Bissaka runs through to score. I think it's basically a 3 at the back. Like Maguire, Tuanzebe and Longley are basically centre-backs. Wan-Bissaka's basically just allowed to charge up here. Greenwood's roaming. And it's been brutal so far. It has been brutal. It's an experience. I'll certainly give us that. Apparently we haven't had a shot. I call that a lie. They might actually have a proper shot. Longley with a throw. Dionku heads away. Milinkovic-Savic is incredible. Pogba, Isaac, Greenwood is 4. I just really hope this doesn't absolutely knock the confidence out of this team. Because we have a set piece now. Saba is going to swing it in. It's headed away. Fortunately, Brown's got there first. We need to get back. We need to get back. We're going to lose the ball. Oh, he's gone back to Kelleher. Ay, ay, ay. Bird with a shocking pass. I didn't know his nickname was Tecatito. Wan-Bissaka. Milinkovic-Savic. And Kelleher finally makes a save. I say Kelleher finally makes a save. He's made 3. I knew Man United were going to be good, but flipping heck. Koeman's going to get a great experience here. Playing against Manchester United. Such an experience for him. Tuanzebe steps in front of Whittaker. It's Bruno Fernandes. Paul Pogba looking for Mason Greenwood. He's going to get there. Just. Pogba. Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka has scored twice. Oh, good God. Aaron Wan-Bissaka scored 2. Is 5 a little bit harsh? I feel like 5's a little bit harsh right now. Van der Beek's come on at attacking midfield. Isaac's gone out wide. Sorensen. Actually, immediately a change we're going to do is make him deep lying. Ay. I'm very thankful that we have a little while until the next game. Bruno Fernandes free kick. Pogba just wide. We'll do that change and swap those two around. I would just like to get to the end of this game at this point. This has been... I mean, we haven't shown up. Terrible pass from Sorensen. We've been terrible. O'Dowda falls to them again. How many times is that going to happen? Charging forward is that... Oh, it's Alex Telles who's now on. Fernandes, Van der Beek, Milinkovic Savic, this is untouchable. Pogba effort, Keller saves. What are we supposed to do? Legitimately, what are we supposed to do? We've had a shot. We had a shot. It'll do. But here come United again. Wan-Bissaka's on a flipping hat-trick. Oh, they've given us the ball. They finally made a mistake. Robertson's got Barry. Can we do something? Sorensen, Whittaker, Barry, Louis Barry! Yay! There we go. Bit of pride, bit of late pride. Louis Barry gets us a goal. I love that he went to get the ball as if we're going to come back. He didn't go off and celebrate the fact that he's just scored at Old Trafford. This man scored against Liverpool in an under-12s team. He's done everything. He doesn't care anymore. He's like, I've been there, done that. Don't let them score again. Please, no. They made one mistake and they just immediately feel like they have to kick us in the face. Like, Fernandes, oh, great save by Kelleher. That's a cracking save by Kelleher. The corner is still a highlight as well. Oh, no. Hey, we headed it away. Well done, Burke. Goodness me. Oh, we've got the ball again. Oh, stop. I want our goal to be the last one. It's last goal winner, right? Good tackle. O'Dowda with an interesting pass. I wouldn't suggest that pass too often. Back long towards Barry. Maguire's got it. I like how Louis Barry beat Harry Maguire. I'm very happy with that. Bruno Fernandes. Alex Telles. Bruno Fernandes. Oh my God. What a finish that is. I mean, come on. 6-1 to Manchester United. I think 6 is a little bit much. Like, 4, yeah. Yet, why did it suggest to say, we really tried? Just click the one that said, click this. I wish I hadn't done that. Anyway, that rather portrays where we're at. West Ham win, Brighton win. So a pretty bad day all round, really. Pretty bad day all round. Not happy to go out like that. I could have taken off every single player in that game. That's a horrible game to end on. That was absolutely terrible. We got destroyed. You know it's a bad day when Aaron Wan-Bissaka scores twice. As our under-23s lose again. Though they should finish above Barnsley, so... Now, that's in the FA Cup. Is this going to... No, the ban will apply for FA Cup matches only. So that means next season when we enter the third round, if we still have Max Bird, he's going to be suspended, right? Then that's what that means. Brentford have actually dropped to 5th. Who's jumped in there then? It's not Middlesbrough. Someone's jumped into 4th, and I'm not sure who it is. But it is Middlesbrough. We've still got 5 points over Brighton with a game in hand. It's a very, very difficult game in hand because it's Brentford. But that was a rough result. 6-1 loss to Manchester United. And we've got to try and pick ourselves up for the final 6 games of the league season. That is where we're going to end the stream. Ouch.